April 14th, Lincoln woke up in a great mood, feeling probably more cheerful than he'd felt ever in his life. He went on a carriage ride with Mary, and then they get back to the White House, and there's a group of his friends who are there, and they're just leaving, but he said, "No, stay, I want to talk to you." And they kept talking, and they were telling stories, and he's reading funny things. He no longer needs to escape to go to the theater, but at 8 o'clock that night, they tell him, "You have to go." It had been in the newspaper that morning that he would be at the theater that night, and now he had to keep his word to the people who might come to the theater thinking that he would be there.
Some gals and mothers would go away from a fellow when they found that out. You crave affection, you do. Now, I've no fortune, but I'm filling over with affections, which I'm ready to pour out all over you like apple sass over roast pork.
You are addressing my daughter, and in my presence.
Yes, I'm offering her my heart and hand just as she wants them, with nothing in them.
To your Yes, Ma. The nasty beast. I am aware, Mr. Trenchard, you are not used to the manners of good society, and that alone will excuse the impertinence of which you have been found guilty.
Don't know the manners of good society, eh? Well, I guess I know enough to turn you inside out, old gal. You sock with your eyes an old man trap.
Just think of it. For Lincoln, finally, this punishing war has come to an end. And he's able to feel a sense of the country is going to go forward. I've done my part as a leader. And he only has 5 days to appreciate that before he's killed. It drives me crazy.
No American president had been killed in office, and the shock of the assassination was profound. It just unleashed a tremendous outpouring of grief. His coffin was carried by a new railroad car that had just been built for his use and was called the United States. If there was a chance to see the funeral train on the way back to Springfield, everybody wanted to be there. In city after city, there were crowds like Americans had never seen before.
People connected to him. They know where he came from, how hard that fight was. They saw a man who was a good man who became a great president.
Lincoln's biography is a tale of America at a time when it is not yet fully made. The roughness and the self-made aspects of it, the ambition and the hunger.
He's the living proof that Americans can rise from poverty to triumph. The promise of the American dream, which is that all men should have an equal chance in the race of life.
He reminded Americans of something they were forgetting, that the Declaration of Independence is a special piece of paper. It obligates us to respect the human rights of all Americans and of all people.
That's a journey that he takes by the time he is assassinated at Ford's Theater. He has moved to a much higher calling, understanding, and belief in terms of what the nation could and should be, despite his own prejudices and concerns when he starts.
From a contemporary lens, I think it's entirely right and fair to look at some of Lincoln's writings and say he was limited and constrained by his times in ways that are disappointing. And then I can also say, yeah, but look at what he did.